3-in-1 stain oxy action. Let's see. Alright, Gene, it's the last time, I'm telling you. Alright? Don't look at me like that. I'm telling you, next time you piss on my carpet, you're gone. I'm going to send you back to the pet store. Yeah, I can hit my own music. I don't need you to hit my music every time I say, Gene, hit the music. I can hit my own music. God dang it. I got you a litter box for a reason, not for you to come in here and piss on the carpet. Piece of trash. You know what? Just go upstairs. Get in your cage. God. Well, I tell you what. You come in here talking big time like, oh, good, get away. Get away. Hey, you stay over there. You know what? Hey, you come through this chair, I'm going to break your ankle and talk trash while I do it. Yeah, that's right. Stay over there. Stay over there. Stay over there. Piece of trash. Tell you what, you talk big time. Oh, God. Enjoy the show. Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of the greatest talk show in the world. It's the, wait for it, Big Time Talk Show. Let me cut my own music since Gene decided he won't piss on my carpet and now he's not in the Big Time Talk Show. Big Time Mike is running this shindig, not Gene. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another superfluous, awesome, amazing, great edition of the greatest talk show in the world. It's the Big Time Talk Show. And I'm your host, the one and only man, like bologna and ham, the man with the beard that brings that big time fear. Wait for it. The man with the stash that talks that big time trash. Yes, people. Oh, yes, indeed. The trash talking ankle breaking leader of hashtag Team Big Time. The elbow dropper, the ankle breaker, the original trash talker like a colonial cash cropper. The man that was best in the yard. The man that's going to be your new KBW world champion. Big Time Mike. And guys, I am so happy. So excited for you to be here live with me on the Big Time Talk Show. It's our first edition since after Best in the Yard. Best in the Yard has already happened. It's over, done with, in the books. History's written, signed, sealed, delivered, sent off till next year. And right now, guys, we got so much stuff going on with Team Big Time, the Big Time Express, KBW, APW, UWE, VTW. But today on the Big Time Talk Show, we have so much to talk about, including, most importantly, the return of KBW and what it can mean, what it's going to do for backyard wrestling and the remainder of 2015. But guys, I'm telling you, I'm glad that I'm back, and I know you're glad that I'm back, and I know you guys are glad, awesome. I know you're just so excited to see the Big Time Talk Show. I mean, I've got emails, I've got texts, I've got calls, DMs, personal messages, private messages, public, doggy style, backwards, missionary, any kind of message you can get, people. I got it. I even got a smoke signal today about the Big Time Talk Show. So I know that you missed it. And guys, we got to get this started right. So first off, we're going to go to our questions for the day. Go right here to the handy dandy email that you guys can always send a message or a question that you'd like to air live on the Big Time Talk Show. Here we go. First question is from John. John is from Tampa Bay, Florida. Look at that. Man from Tampa Bay. Anyway, John asks, Big Time, after your experience at Best in the Yard, what do you plan to do for the remainder of your BYW career? Are you still in KBW or are you considered a free agent? That's John from Tampa Bay. Well, John, I'm here to tell you that after Best in the Yard, Big Time Mike still got a whole lot of stuff he's got to do. A lot more elbows need to be dropped, suplexes need to be thrown, more ankles need to be broken, and trash needs to be talked. Big Time Mike is not done in BYW. Best in the Yard was just a bigger platform that Big Time Mike got to step on, showcase, drop elbows, throw suplexes, lock in the BTA, and talk trash while he did it. And as for KBW coming back this week, ladies and gentlemen, yes, this week KBW is returning. I can't give you an exact date because we're still working on a few tweaks here and there, but I'm telling you, it's going to be the greatest final season of any backyard wrestling show you will ever know. We have Big Time Mike, the greatest sports entertainer to ever enter an arena. You've got AK-47, Bulldozer, Paul Wall, the Renegades. All your favorites from the past, present, and future are going to be on this season of KBW. And this season of KBW, I guarantee it will be more than worthwhile for your watching. You are going to see a true champion finally claim his spot at the top. You are going to see Big Time Mike, the greatest sports entertainer to ever enter an arena, grab that proverbial brass ring, put it on, and say, "It's Big Time, baby!" You're going to see me sit on my throne with my belt, shine it up real nice, make it look nice and shiny, and talk trash while I do it. You're going to see me drop an elbow, throw a suplex, lock in that goddamn BTA, and say, "It's Big Time, baby!" You're going to see all that and more for the final season of KBW. And as for Cage and all my other little fellow stupid-ass roster members, go ahead and ask Drew Hood what you need to do before you face Big Time Mike. All the plans you need to set up. Because after you get done in a match with Big Time Mike or even a run-in with Big Time Mike, there's going to be not a thing left with you. The only thing you're going to need is some Febreze to mask the smell of the piss down your leg. And the only thing else you're going to need is a tube to go up your ass after I whoop it, break your ankle, and talk trash while I do it. On to the next question. Thank you, John, for asking. Shout out to John, ladies and gentlemen. Our next question is from Sarah. Sarah says she is from Kentucky. Not nowhere specific, but from Kentucky. Sarah asks, Big Time, why did you choose to change your theme from Big Time by Peter Gabriel to Wait For It by Cameron Jackson? Thanks, Sarah. Well, Sarah, I thought a theme change was needed because Big Time Mike is always so charismatic. I'm always talking trash. I'm always breaking ankles, and I'm always dropping elbows. But the thing is, Big Time is an upbeat, up-tempo. Big Time Mike is upbeat, but I needed a more legitimized theme. Because with Big Time by Peter Gabriel, you don't think Big Time Mike. You think other things, other worldwide things. When you hear Wait For It by Big Time Mike, you hear my voice, wait for it. You know what's about to happen. You know some trash is about to be talked, an ankle is going to be broken, and one or two elbows are going to be dropped, ladies and gentlemen. You know when you hear, it's always wait for it. When you hear that, you know game time, showtime, it gets real when that happens. When that happens, all your heartbeats stop, your pulse goes up, your blood pressure goes up, and the fear sets in. Because when that happens, Team Big Time Mike, and the Big Time Express all roll through whatever is in our way. So, Sarah, I like to thank you for that question, and I'm glad you're so insightful to want to dig deeper into just what you see on the surface. I really enjoy that, Sarah. I'm so glad I'm talking to this phone like I'm talking to Sarah, because I feel like Sarah is a big timer and a very big part of Team Big Time. Shout out to Sarah. Our next question comes from Matthew. Matthew's from Pensacola, Florida. 2 Floridas, ladies and gentlemen. 2 Floridas. I haven't had 2 Floridas question since the Miami Dolphins won a game. Are you serious? They're not stupid. They're not dumb. They're not stuck. They're not retarded or autistic. There's something going on here, people. There's a shortage of chicken wings and 2 questions from Florida. Something's going on here. Jesus Christ. Anyway, my man from Pensacola says, Big Time. You have the BTA, which was nominated as one of the most deadly finishers in the BYW 2015 awards. Do you agree? What is so special about the BTA, the Big Time Ankle Lock? And 2, what are your opinions on the BYW awards in 2015? Thanks. Well, man, the BTA is the Big Time Ankle Lock, the greatest finisher in the world today. Because the BTA is exactly what helped me win at Best in the Yard. The BTA is exactly what's going to help me win in KBW and has done in the past. The BTA is simply the most deadly and hardest to get out of finisher on the on this earth. Because the thing about an ankle lock is good. But when applied by the greatest sports entertainer to ever enter an arena, Big Time Mike, the trash talking ankle breaking leader of hashtag Team Big Time, the original trash talker like Colonial Cash Cropper, the man that breaks ankles better than the mailman, the man whose only job to do is to drop an elbow, throw a suplex lock in the BTA, break your ankle, and talk trash while I do it. That's my only job, and I do it damn good because I know how to do it. I know how to execute that ankle lock. There have been many guys that have tried the ankle lock. Aaron Jones, Drew Hood, and no offense to any of them, but they don't know how to execute an ankle lock like Big Time Mike does. I know the technique. I know the wrist lock technique. I know the pressure. I know how to break a man's ankle. I know how to bring a man to his knees. No pun intended. When I lock in that BTA and I'm talking that trash, the mind games have already been played because Big Time Mike is a walking mind game. If you didn't know it, ladies and gentlemen, I am the original trash talker like a Colonial Cash Cropper. I am the man with the beard that brings that big time fear. Wait for it. I am the man with the stash that talks that big time trash. Yes, trash talking is my specialty. I drop an elbow, throw a suplex lock in the BTA, break your ankle, and talk trash while I do it. And just the BTA itself, without the trash talk, is deadly. I don't have to talk that trash. I choose to. I couldn't talk trash for a whole match. Lock in the BTA. You're done just like that. Also, moving on to the BYW Awards 2015. There's been a lot of haters on the BYW Awards 2015. I applaud Adrenaline, Seth Maverick, and Mark Williams, what they're doing. I really do. I think it's great that the BYW community is just, we're doing more things. We're getting out there. We're evolving with the times. We're not stuck on light tubes and barbed wire and thumbtacks. We're evolving a little bit. We're getting a little bit more civilized here, ladies and gentlemen. However, I think we kind of chose the wrong time to do the BYW Awards because 2015 is still going on in my eyes and a few others' eyes. I think we should have waited a little bit later. Maybe November, December. You feel me here, guys? Come on, work with me here. Work with me, god dang it. Work with me. Anyway, moving on. Thank you. Thanks for the awesome question, guys. I'm getting awesome questions from y'all. Y'all are very intelligent fans, and I appreciate that you guys know what the greatest talk show in the world is today, the Big Time Talk Show. Yes, there are many out there. There are many podcast talk shows, but you guys chose to watch the Big Time Talk Show. You guys chose to follow me at KBW_Big Time. You guys chose to hit that subscribe button on the Big Time Mike YouTube channel. You guys chose to be a part of Team Big Time Mike and the Big Time Express. You guys chose to hop on this ride with me. All the way from nothing in KBW to the top, winning it best in the art. You guys were with me every step of the way, and I can't thank you enough. There's nothing I could do. If I could give all you guys a hug, a kiss, whatever you want, I could. I give you the world because you guys have given me the world. You guys have given Big Time Mike what he deserves because I have worked my tail off since I've gotten to BYW. I've done everything there is to do to keep myself relevant, and without y'all, I couldn't have done that. Yeah, I've had some help along the way. I've had some, lucky breaks here and there. I was lucky enough to stumble into KBW. However, I wasn't treated as Big Time Mike probably should have been treated. But you know what? You guys stuck with me every step of the way. And look where we are. The final season of KBW, I have carried that company for over a year. And you guys have helped me along the way. Team Big Time Mike, and the Big Time Express. All the love to every Big Timer, every fan out there. I love y'all. Now, moving on to more of a serious... salty note. I understand that a certain little fire boy has a problem with Big Time Mike carrying his company. I also understand that a certain water gun, a Tonka truck, and what's the word I'm looking for? Gene, what is it? Oh, Chewbacca, hairy-ass looking motherfucker, has a problem with Big Time Mike. You see, here's the thing, guys. Just because you started in KBW, and I'm talking about you, Bulldozer, AK-47, Renegades, D-Man, Maxzilla, all you pieces of trash out there. Just because you think you started in KBW before Big Time Mike, and you did, and you think you've worked harder than Big Time Mike, boy, you are dead wrong. When I say I am the greatest sports entertainer to ever enter an arena, I mean it, I know it, I love it. But for you to sit there and tell me that I'm not worth the time to be on KBW and I'm not worth a world title shot is a slap to my face as a man. So let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. You want to talk trash about Big Time Mike? Fine, go ahead and try. Let's go ahead and let AK-47 cut another 13-minute sorry excuse for a stuttering ass promo. Or let's go ahead and let Bulldozer say, I'm the biggest and baddest man in KBW, while I go walk to the Golden Corral and go save a seat for him. Let's go ahead and do that. Or we can let Pitbull cut another promo while one eye's looking this way, one eye's looking that way, and you don't know where he's looking at, and you can't even understand what's going on. Or how about we do this? How about we let Big Time Mike claim his place at the top of KBW? Give him an opportunity at Cage's world title so he can bring it home to Team Big Time where it belongs. How about Big Time Mike brings KBW out from underneath the ashes? Gives it another birth. Makes it the genesis, the rebirth of KBW. Because without Big Time Mike, there would be no KBW. I hate to break it to you guys, but if Big Time Mike wouldn't have been like I am, there would be no KBW. Because every time you guys were out partying, doing, the boys downtown were out doing their thing, and Fireboy was over here wrestling, and Watergun was over here playing video games, you know what Big Time Mike was doing? He was talking that trash, promoting KBW. He was wearing the KBW name. He was out there on every talk show podcast. He was on Backyard Politics. He was at Best in the Yard. He was keeping himself relevant. While you guys were all sitting out there taking a break, Big Time Mike was working, baby. He was dropping elbows, throwing suplexes, locking in that BTA, breaking ankles, and talking trash while he does it. And the thanks I get for that is, sorry, Mike, we're back, so now you got to take a back seat. Hell no. Big Time Mike, Team Big Time in the Big Time Express is coming into KBW, enemy territory. Yes, it's my company. I say it's my company because I've carried it for a year, Cage. So you decide to take a break because you're now an indie wrestler, Fireboy? It don't work like that. A great man once said, finish what you started, kid. And Cage, I guess you finally decided to take that advice, huh? You finally decided to finish what you started, huh? After what, over a year? We just fade off the map for a year? We promised to come back one day. Gone the next day. Promised to come back one day. Big Time Mike's like KBW. Coming back this week. No KBW. So, Cage, you finally decided to nut up and finish what you started. But I'm here to tell you, I applaud you. I applaud you for not caring, but I applaud you for creating something as big as KBW. I applaud you for sticking with it as long as you have. But that big gold belt you wear around your little skinny waist, I'm here to tell you it's coming home to Team Big Time. Because no matter what you say or what you do, you know that Big Time Mike is in your head. You know that every time you go to sleep, all you can hear is, it's Big Time, baby! Everywhere you look, all you see is Big Time Mike. Everywhere you go, all you can think of is Big Time Mike at Best in the Yard. Everywhere you go, the only thing that's on your mind is Big Time Mike. What's Big Time doing? Why do they gravitate to him? Why is he so special? What makes a guy that runs his mouth so special? When all I do, I go out there and wrestle because I love it. I'm Fuego. I'm Cage. I'm Mr. BYW. I'm on the cover of BYW 2015. Why do they like Big Time Mike so much? I'm here to tell you why they like Big Time Mike so much, Cage. It's because Big Time Mike deserves it. Big Time Mike is the greatest sports entertainer to ever enter an arena. And Cage, here's the sad truth, boy. That come KBW, regardless if I had to face you in a regular match, down the street, down the road, upside down, and through the hole, Big Time Mike is going to drop an elbow, throw a suplex, lock in the BTA, break your ankle, whoop your ass, take your title, and talk trash while I do it. So, Cage, I'm going to remind you one more time. One more time, boy. And you better listen real close. Because this time, Cage, I can guarantee that it's not going to matter what day it is, what time, or what's on the line. Just like best in the yard, just like for an entire year, I will deliver. And it will be wait for it. Wait for it. Big time, baby. Boom, bitch.